Hello everyone and welcome back to my Warhammer 40k guides. I am Brady and today I would like to give you guys and gals a quick video that talks about the new beta rule for Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines that is due to release in February. The rule is featured in the White Dwarf magazine, which for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a magazine that is written and published by Games Workshop and oftentimes in the past has introduced new rules for play in Warhammer 40k and Warhammer Age of Sigmar games. It turns out that the magazine issue that is due to release in February has been leaked online and someone posted some screenshots in forums showing a new beta rule that is to be implemented for regular Space Marines and also Chaos Space Marines. These forums are where I discovered the leak for myself. And we can also assume that this leak is real because afterwards the official Warhammer 40k Facebook page posted the leak as well once they realized that the cat was out of the bag. So I think it's safe to say that this rule is actually coming in February. But before I get into the details of what that change actually is, this video was sponsored by themagnetbaron.com. The Magnet Baron offers magnets of all sizes, magnetized movement trays, magnetized flight stands, and also offers a bunch of Warhammer 40k related goodies. So if you're looking at picking up some magnets to either make transporting your models easier, or even to change the loadouts on your minis, then check out themagnetbaron.com. A link will be in the description. So without wasting any more time, let's get into what this new beta rule is, and let's have a discussion about it. The rule is called Bolter Discipline, and applies to all models with the Adeptus Astartes and Heretic Astartes keywords that have any rapid-fire weapons with Bolt in its name. So this could be bolt guns, storm bolters, combi bolters, inferno bolters, bolt rifles, and a bunch of other guns with bolt in its name that are rapid-fire weapons. The rule states that it changes the way rapid-fire works on these weapons with these models, and that rapid-fire now triggers differently from normal rapid-fire weapons. So rapid-fire or double shots will go off whenever one of these conditions I'm about to mention are met. The first condition is if you are within half range of the target. So this is how all rapid fire weapons in the game work currently, so there's not really any big change here. The second condition though, if the model remains stationary, meaning if your model doesn't move, then it gets rapid fire at max range of the weapon. So if you have a Space Marine holding a bolt gun who didn't move, he gets rapid fire or double the shots at full range, which would be 24 inches. And the third condition is that if the model has either the Terminator, Biker, Vehicle, or Centurion keywords. So this means if you have a model that has one of those keywords, then any bolt weapons it's equipped with get rapid fire and double the shots all the time, no matter what. So those are the three conditions that now trigger rapid fire on bolt weapons for Imperial Marines and Heretic Marines. With that said, I believe that these things don't stack. So for example, if you have a Terminator with a Storm Bolter, he gets 4 shots all the time since he's always rapid firing due to having the Terminator keyword. But if that Terminator is at half range, which is what would normally trigger rapid fire, he still only gets 4 shots, since it's still technically just rapid firing. So you don't get rapid fire on top of rapid fire, so to speak. It's just new ways to trigger the initial double shots. It is also stated that this works on relics that replace bolt weapons, like Furia Deimos, which replaces a Grey Knight Storm Bolter to make it rapid fire 3, strength 5, and -1 AP. And that normally goes on a character in Terminator armor, which means that character gets to rapid fire 6 shots at strength 5 and -1 AP, and it has an increased range to 30 inches, which actually makes his gun pretty good. And that's pretty much it. That's the new leaked beta rule. So to give my opinion, I really like this change, but I don't necessarily think it shoots up Space Marines into the top tier or makes them overpowered in any way. But I mean, it is a buff and it will certainly help them a bit. I also think this is really going to change the way we look at a bunch of units from the Space Marine Codex and a few units from the Chaos Space Marine Codex, and it might bring some old units back into play, at least in casual play. Centurions with Hurricane Bolters with Heavy Bolters seem alright now, Land Raider Crusaders seem alright, regular Bikes and regular Terminators seem alright, and so like I said, a lot of these units actually seem appealing, at least in casual play now, so it's not like they're completely unviable in every type of game now. This rule makes me want to play with my Terminators even more. Not in a competitive environment, but I mean, just for fun, yeah, why not? I want always rapid firing Terminators, that sounds fun. But with that said, let's get into what I think made it out the best with these changes and might actually see some competitive play. Well, my initial thoughts is that Deathwatch benefited a decent amount from this. I already thought they were in a pretty good spot, but with this beta rule they just became a little bit better and have more options now. And probably Ultramarines as well, since they can go back to being a Deathball gun line that moves up the board with Guilliman. I could see them using stuff like company veterans on bikes because you can put a storm shield and a storm bolter on them, which means they get rapid fire from the guns that are on the bike, plus get rapid fire from the storm bolter itself, plus they have a storm shield for a bit more resiliency. Also being bikes, they get the rapid fire all the time due to that new rule. And they're also toughness 5 with a 12-inch move, so they can move up the board pretty fast, and they get to shoot a lot. while being considerably tough too, at least tougher than normal Space Marines. So if you bring them with this loadout, each model now shoots 8 shots each. And with Gilliman around, getting to reroll everything, that means a squad of 5 gets 36 shots rerolling everything. And that's because the sergeant in that squad can't bring a Stormbolter. They are still a little expensive though, so I'm not necessarily sold on them yet, but I mean it's an idea to test out. And I guess after Ultramarines and Deathwatch, it would probably be Grey Knights that got a decent buff out of this too. I don't think it's enough to make them competitively viable, but I mean, it's still a buff, so yay, Grey Knights. As for Chaos units, or Chaos armies that I think will benefit from this, well, there are Blightlord Terminators. They now get rapid fire at 24 inches instead of 18, so yeah, that's pretty good. And then maybe Rubric Marines, but I still don't necessarily like Rubric Marines because I still think they're a little expensive for what they do, but I mean, it does technically help them out. But with that said, the only real unit that we're probably going to see in competitive play from Chaos that benefits from this are Blightlord Terminators. They already had rapid fire at 18, but now they get it at 24, so yeah, that's it. So with all these changes, I actually feel like these changes benefit the Imperial Marines more than the Heretic Marines, at least when it comes to optimal units that'll be in competitive play. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys and gals think about the changes, whether you like them or dislike them, and why you feel that way, and which units you're excited to try this out on, because I'd really like to know that. I still read all of my comments, even though I don't reply to every one of them, so please feel free to comment down below and I'll read it when I get the time. So with that said, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Warhammer 40k content. And if you really enjoy what I do here on the channel, and if you would like to help support the channel even further, then consider making a pledge on Patreon. Patreon is one of the channel's main sources of income, and it goes a long way into helping support me and the channel as it allows me to concentrate on Warhammer full time. So anyways, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Happy wargaming.